One cap left to go, baby. Got my hands on the first Avengers Captain America. Thank you to the lovely person who sold it to me on Facebook. Keeping up with the trend, I'm going to tell you to subscribe at the beginning, so you have no choice but to subscribe. Because I told you, and if you don't, then it would be rude. And then there's all the backlash, and you don't want to deal with that kind of bad press, But yes, finally got my hands on the first Avenger, Captain America, after all of this time of not having it. So all I need is one from Age of Ultron, and then I will have one from every movie that I can think of. So here's the box, beautiful shield. Take a look at what the shield is supposed to look like, because a spoiler alert. We'll be talking about that later. Captain America, the first Avenger. Old Hot Toys. All the way around, you can see, there he is right there. There's the word America. This is, there he is on the side there. You can see, don't block the light, idiot. You can see how beautiful he looks. There's the top where it says Captain America, the first Avenger. And then back on the bottom where it also says Captain America, the first Avenger. So, with that out of the way, let's get him out of this box and onto the spinning doodad of destruction. I threw it on the dog bed this time so it's soft, so you can't complain about the loud clang. Moving on then, right about now, here we are with Captain America on the spinning doodad. Oh, Captain, my Captain, this guy is beautiful for being how old he is. And that's not me saying Captain America himself is old, which he is. I'm talking about how old this figure is. Because this came out with the first movie. That was what? God, 1,000,000 years ago? We're all old now. But here he is, looking quite beautiful. And I did have him displayed with his shield on his back. Now, if you're wondering why his shield is on his back, we will get into that when we take a closer look at Captain America here. But I can tell you this much, for even an old figure, I love him. There's those problems. There's gonna be problems. He's old, he's trying his best. But for the most part, I'm really enjoying the way this guy looks, and he's gonna fit in nicely with the Cap collection that I have built. So now, let's get him off of the spinning doodad and take a closer look at the man himself. So here's the Captain. So he comes with a few things. He comes with a machine gun. He comes with a pistol. He comes with a second pistol, which I have holstered away. And you can just shove that in the holster. So he comes with two pistols, a holster. He comes with his normal array of hands, like always. And then he comes with this shield. Now, I want you to know that my room is sparkly glittery right now because of this shield. It's starting to show its age a little bit. And as you can see, the paint is coming off. See if you can see that on my finger there. Every time I touch it, the paint comes off. I'm going to repaint it. That is part of my plan, yes. But I mean, it's seen better days. So it was sitting on his back, but for now I'm trying not to use it too much because the floor is sparkly blue right now. So now that we've talked about the beautiful shield, I'm going to zoom in on the head, and we are going to take a nice, crisp, close look at the whole man. Zoom! So there's the man in all of his glory. There was no second head sculpt with this guy. There's no detachable face plates there. It's just the helmet, which, for the most part, does look pretty good. This is not spoiler for articulation, just in case you were wondering. This strap comes separate. You just jam it on there and have him wearing it around. The shoulder pads are kind of weird though, because they're like fat flaps that go over his shoulders. I'm not quite sure what they were going for design-wise, but it doesn't look bad per se. On the back here, we have his star-looking cross holder. The straps around the back of the shoulders. These ones have come off, but these ones seem to be fine. Again, it's just a thing I'll have to fix from it just being an old guy. Coming back to the front here. Going a little bit more down. That head sculpt it's pretty nice for how old it is. I'm a horse. The beautiful star there. You can see that looks lovely. I love the red straps here. Obviously, because it's supposed to be like the classic like red and white, but they kind of break it up and make it look more realistic in its breakup. So that's nice. That's clever. I like the way they do that. Going down a little bit more, we have the belt, which is magnetic, so you can take it apart. It doesn't come off because it's connected to the back here. It's connected to this, but it's just kind of annoying because the magnets are really, like you see, it does that every now and then. So I'm just trying my best to keep it together, but just like everyone else, you know, I'm falling apart. So continuing on, I got distracted by the magazine of the gun fell out. This gun does have some pretty cool, by the way, before I forget to mention that. So the belt looks really good. The pouches do not open. Do not try that. It just comes off like that. I'm now gonna have to fix that as well. The gloves, they pop on. These are probably the easiest hands I've ever had for popping onto a wrist. It took 2 seconds. It was beautiful. The pants look really nice. It kind of looks like he's wearing jeans. Sorry about that. Spinning him around, you could see, if I lift this up, spoiler for articulation, the holster, there's a little pin here that this is supposed to go into, but I've yet to successfully get that to work. Another spot I need to fix by connecting these two pieces together to get it all the way around. He doesn't quite have America's ass yet. But we'll get to that. Coming down to the boots. What did I just do? I did something and I don't know what. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to end and restart the video from this point, and then we'll continue with the boots. I don't think I did anything. I think I'm just going crazy. Oh my god. That would have been helpful to know. You know, when you get a new phone, you're not quite sure all the gizmos and doodads. I say that like I don't have an iPhone. So the boots, not split cut that I'm aware of, but they still look good as one piece. And as long as you have the stand, he stands up rather nicely, no matter what. BB90. And the laces look really good too. And then you can see Captain America right there on the base. If I kept the camera facing forward, and we will zoom back up. And there is Captain America. So now that we've seen Captain America, let me bust out every Captain America I have one at a time, and we'll go down the list and we will compare every single one of them. Every single one. Let's go to that right now. So I'm going to try my best to do this as in order as possible so it makes the most sense. So after the first Avenger, the next time we saw Captain America was the Avengers. And you could already tell, because I refused to take the Loki staff out of his hands, this Cap is taller and more built. The helmet looks a little weird, but it did in that movie too, so ta-da. But you can see the two here, they look great together, even though Cap's cowl looks really, really weird. Did I even put the right cowl on him? Something feels off about that. I'll figure that out later. I think it's the right one. So anyway, after Avengers, we moved on to the Winter Soldier. And we had the stealth strike suit, which is bigger, taller, dare I say, better, depending on how you feel. And this is one of my favorites. I wish I had gotten the updated Hot Toys version, but they only made 5 apparently, so I missed out. And then, after the Winter Soldier, beautiful comparison, I know, we've moved on. And we moved on to Civil War. Oh boy. So the stand on the Civil War one is a little taller, so if they were to be compared properly, that's how they would look next to each other. The Civil War one is one of my favorite looks for Captain America. I forgot to grab Endgame. Hold on. Alright, that's a spoiler for the end game. So, Civil War is one of my favorite looks right next to Endgame. I love Civil War. I think it's one of my favorite Marvel movies overall. But you know what? He can only be here for so long because we've got a bunch of caps to go through still. So, after along came a cap, we had a little friend. A friend came in. His name was Thankos. Why do I keep moving him? I don't want to move him. And when Thankos came along, we had Infinite Warfare. And we had the Infinity War cap, which is a fantastic piece. I'm very glad I have it. I originally had no intentions of getting it, but one day I saw him really cheap, and I went, of course I have to have him, which is what led me down this path. So, continuing on, because we still have some to go, after Thankos won the Infinite Warfare, the Avengers, they had to reunite, they had to rebuild, they had to save the day again. So then we got the Ender's Game. We got Ender's Game. And with that came the Ender's Game Captain America, which is the best Captain America to date. He will not stand. He will not stand. He will not stand. He will not stand. Here we go. So you can see these two, beginning and end. And they look really nice next to each other, even though there are 2 different builds, 2 different bodies. This is perfect. I'm not saying he's not perfect, because I love him for what he is, but this is actually a perfect Captain America. So it's like, where do we go from there? Nowhere, because he's dead. He's died. He's gone. But we do have one more surprise visit. Just when you thought it was all gone, we had, if I can fix his legs to look a little bit more normal, Captain America on a Cozy Tuesday. This one has some weird legs, so it's kind of hard to display him. But even he is taller than the Captain America here. This Captain America is really short. I don't know what it is. This one I also do have the Endgame, not Endgame head sculpt, but the Endgame Avengers Captain America head sculpt on him. I'm trying to make it work, but it looks a little weird. Kind of. But yes, we had many Captain Americas, and they're all taller than this guy. That doesn't make him bad. It just makes him a little old. Speaking of old, let's see how well he not poses. Let's see how flexible he is for his age. Moving on then. All right, old timer, let's see how you move. Yeah. Oops. Yeah. So, to start, we got our normal life ending 360 degrees. Arm goes up that belt came. We'll let that slide for now. Wow, that really takes a lot off. Everything is connected to that belt. Arm goes up that far. Arm goes up, back. It bends somehow nicely, depending on how you do it. It's tight. It's some tight joints. So without the belt connected, he goes 0 crunch. His leg goes, oh God. I will fix this afterwards. His leg goes up that far. Pretty nice. Goes not far back at all. His legs bend really nicely. No tilt, so that's how that goes. So, he bends all right. He does his best. He can look a pretty decent up and down, but going too far up kind of looks weird. But let's skedaddle to the end, shall we? The end game? Question mark. So this man may be a little rough around the edges, here, there, and all over the place because he's, again, he's old. The belt may have fallen apart on me while I was trying to pose him. The shield may be missing half the paint on it. It actually wasn't missing this much paint when I got it this morning, but it sure is missing the paint now. So it's all over my fingers. But yeah, he might have issues. He might not pose well. But I still love him. I wish I had the rescue outfit cap. If they ever update the Star Spangled Man, or if anybody has a way to update the body on that, please let me know, because that's one of the ones on my list still. And then Age of Ultron. But he'll look great with the rest of the team, as long as his shield isn't visible until it's repainted. If you have this guy, let me know how much you like him. Let me know if you think he's worth it. If you keep him around, if you sold him, if you had it and you don't anymore, let me know. And if you like the video, obviously, without a shadow of a doubt, there's no choice in the matter. You have to subscribe because I already told you, but please subscribe. It helps a lot, and we've been on a good pace so far. Slowly building up that community that I've been wanting, and it's been great. I've been very happy, and I'm glad to provide you guys with the content that I've been making. And also like the video, because then more people can see my horrendously bad figure reviews. If there's anything else that I'm forgetting, BB9E, please inform the audience right now. I don't know how I could have forgotten that. I don't know what I would have done without you reminding me. Thank you for that. Oop, he's grinding against the spinning table. Sorry about that. BB9E. So, with that all out of the way, I've been me, and you've been you. And just like every other video now, BB9E is here too. I will see you, or I won't see you, like I always say. You will hear my voice next time in a video when I talk about another 6-scale figure. Maybe it'll be more relevant, maybe it won't. I'm not quite sure what'll be here next. What I do know is that I hope you'll be here to see it.